I've had multiple people come up to me and be like, we've been told to watch out for you. I almost got kicked out of my paper.
I talked about Coco Chanel, I talked about Dior, these French designers, and then equated it to French healthcare being the best in the world, just like it's designers. And their heads perked up and we're like, what is this guy talking about?
We are really grateful to be in this great space, perfect size for our group, for really our final practice session before New York. You guys look great.
Model UN is kind of a club/class at BYU where we come together and we discuss issues and we discuss, I guess, ways to solve these issues within the context of the UN. And get really, the cool thing about it is we get to practice. It's not just a class where you learn, but you practice what you want to do moving forward. So I really like that. And in New York, I'll be representing France on the Habitat community.
I'm representing Seychelles. And I'm doing MUN because I wanted to think outside of Provo. And so I was on the Kennedy Center website and I was looking at internships abroad or study abroad experiences. And then I found the Model UN team and found out that BYU has this really stellar program, that they're nationally recognized, that they go to New York and they win lots of medals, and they're just really awesome.
All those opposed?
I have the opportunity to represent the World Health Organization with France this year at the conference, and so I feel like it's really readying me to understand more about health policy and things like that will help me in a career in health administration. And so just developing those skills, understanding research, policy, public speaking, it all culminates, and I think that's really just going to benefit me in the long run. Women's rights.
I'm not really interested in politics, and I'm really afraid of public speaking, and so combining those two things was just the mother of all things I didn't like, and so of course I had to do it to conquer these fears.
Next week we'll have the research defense, and that'll be another window. But then keep in mind we have a month after that to fine tune and tweak.
MUN is a lot more work than I think anybody pitched me to. It would be, and I think my greatest fear is over the 4 days, the how many hours of working night and day, and whatever you're working on doesn't get passed.
I'm the kind of person where if something's easy, I don't want to do it because anyone can do it. I'll just have someone else do it for me. But if it's a challenge that I can take on and it's going to push me and as a person I develop, then that's something I'm excited about.
Mike, that's the final stage. Emma, can we present $1,000 just came in for you today.
Okay.
It costs about $1,200, maybe even a little bit more to go to New York for a Model UN. And people are freaking out about tariffs. I'm working with Danny, one of the TAs, to get finance from some donors, hopefully. But other than that, I'm on my own completely.
Hungry, please be ready to speak.
On the issue of women's rights, I'm funding MUN by working with, I guess, some family members, and hopefully later I'll be able to provide the same opportunity to others because I was able to develop myself and become a better person through this.
This is a unique problem and that it needs to be solved by promoting cleaner cooking methods.
So many women are being deprived of this opportunity, this privilege.
BYU students are notoriously competitive.
Borewell or electricity?
Millions have been displaced and hurt. Their lives been threatened.
My way of dealing with that is just taking things serious enough, but not serious enough that I can still be a little bit different and still get things around.
It's not a zero-sum game. We're not constantly clashing. I mean, here, everyone's working together. Everyone is, there is competition for sure.
I'm kind of freaked out. I'm going to be honest with you. When you're in the formal session, it kind of starts feeling like, oh my gosh, these other member states know what they're doing and I have no idea what I'm doing and I don't know my position on things. But then you get to the caucuses and you start talking with them and you realize that you're a lot more on the same page than you thought you were.
I think being yourself is important, and so that way you can kind of get around these ultra competitive people here at BYU, and that'll be at the conference.
We're all pretty ambitious people. We all want to win. At the same time, we're all a team, and we've only competed with each other. So there hasn't been a whole lot of super dramatic competition that we're saving that for New York.
I want to do things to help the problems I see around me. Whereas before, I saw these problems and just thought I had no part in it and I couldn't do anything. But now I feel like I can help, and there's a place for me that I want to be.
Getting women to go into STEM sciences, the hard sciences,
A lot of people have approached me after sessions like we have like this and are saying, man, you're really tough, like, what's your secret? And honestly, this is a horrible thing, but just to be semi-removed from things and realizing that we are just modeling the United Nations, we aren't the United Nations, and understanding the difference. I hope that doesn't come off like anti-MUN.
You're going to learn a lot of things about yourself and about your neighbors who are participating in this negotiation exercise that are going to probably surprise you. There may be people in your group who their personality is such that they are unable to keep things civil. It happens just about every year. This is no different than real life.
Can you come here with us too?
Sure.
There's gonna be some major backstabbing gonna happen.
Oh my god! You see what I just got? Baloney! That's my worst!